Hey Dom, this is Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a much more fun and cute video. I wanted to get into IU and Jungkook. There have been some body language experts that have revealed how Jungkook is when he is with IU or mentions her. And a lot of people believe there's a dating theory here. So I have some thoughts. IU also has been very generous to give a huge gift for her anniversary, and I have some thoughts on this as well. So grab your dumpling, tea spilling mug merch, and let's jump into the tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. Any of you who's a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, and you'll be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into is what a body language expert is. I am not too well versed in reading body language, probably no more than the average person, but I've watched a lot of body language videos, and we all know that is literally the same as going to school or learning about it formally. Just like you can be a doctor after watching House. I'm kidding, obviously, but of course, with that said, no one is 100% great at reading body language, even these experts, and there happen to be experts that analyze cookie. An expert can usually read if the person is lying or trying to be deceptive. Usually there will be a disparity between what they say and their face. So what they're saying is supposed to be sad, but they're smirking, it's not sad to them. So things like that, as well as cues like how to tell if someone's being nervous and all that. Even those things, some body language experts can get it wrong. Okay, so with that explained, there was a video that came out and talked about how Cookie has some specific moments and body language habits that Cookie does. If you watch many clips of Jungkook, you'll see in moments he is unsure or questioning something or maybe doesn't know what to do, he'll tilt his head. Again, this is all alleged and theories, and it's not 100%, but there is some truth to body language. And Cookie would tilt his head even if it's small things like at a karaoke bar or something. So it's not just life or death situations that he is unsure. Another take on this could be that this situation just makes him feel unsure or he is nervous. So everything that comes out is going to be unsure. And if there's possibility a big audience or being on talk shows, this can trigger that. Then there's more common ones like nail biting, which I do as kind of a nerve thing, and I imagine Jungkook, me, and anyone else who bites their nails do it unconsciously. I do it in waiting rooms, when I'm sitting there reflecting, which I try not to do because, reliving my life is just not good for my mental health. But obviously I've had to stop since COVID. One of the ones body language experts were analyzing was a moment where IU was brought up when Jin, Suga, and Jungkook were together. Jungkook immediately got shy and did that head tilt thing. People said this moment he was unsure of IU and tilted his head. They took this as he was probably unsure because he didn't want to admit that he was dating IU to the public and thus got shy about it. But he could have just been shy because he admitted to looking up to her and liking her. So he was feeling shy because he does like her. I also don't think Jungkook would publicly say he likes IU, knowing that it would cause dating rumors if it were true. Because saying publicly you like someone is going to cause everyone to get a hawkeye when you guys are together. Another theory, let's start a little while back, when BTS was doing their On era, they were doing a Korean music show, I believe, and they were performing On, and there were no crowd at this time. This was right at the beginning of the pandemic, so even more so that everything is locked down and you're not allowed in these crowd gathering places. At the end of the show, I think there was a behind the scenes footage that was leaked out of a woman in a mask walking out. You can't see her full face, just her profile, and not even really her profile because she had a mask on. Now people were saying it probably wasn't fans or anything like that because no one was allowed to gather at this time, and so it was likely staff or people who had a reason to be there. People thought this was IU because of the way she flips her hair. There's many clips of IU flipping her hair, and they matched it up with this clip to say that they are both doing it the same way. And it could be IU. Experts say it looks similar, but I don't know about that. I have seen other theories where people thought this was Hwasa from Mamamoo. Poor girl was probably just staff, and now everyone is assuming and putting her in videos. So I don't know about the validity of this one. I do believe everyone has their little tics and their little things, but I think we can also be interpreting these moments too much. As every body language expert says, this is not 100% accurate because there's just so many things that could happen. You could be nervous because you thought about something at that moment that IU's name happened to be mentioned, and you just decided to smile because you don't want to look mad when people talk about IU. Similar to how a lie detector test works. It measures your heart rate, sweat, and all that sort of thing. And which is why sociopaths can pass a lie detector test, because normal people, when they lie, there's a very, very small heart rate increase small bit of sweat that comes out, all of that. Whereas psychopaths feel nothing. So when they lie, it's normal. One way to pass a lie detector test without being a psychopath is just go in with a very high heart rate, jog an hour before going in, and then truly believe the lie you're saying. Then you'll allegedly pass. But you didn't hear that from me. If they ask, you got that info from the dark web. I don't want no FBI at my door. But hopefully no one watching has committed any crimes that would require a lie detector. Rumors like this are fun, and I do see Jungkook getting nervous when being around IU, but I think it's just because he admires her so much. He covers a lot of her songs whenever given the chance, and probably takes a lot of inspiration from her type of music, and you can definitely tell. Euphoria definitely has this vibe that IU gives out. It's obviously a different style, but I do see that IU makes music that sounds similar to that. So yeah, Jungkook would be nervous. You'd be too meeting your idol. I love IU. First off, people saying that she used BTS for clout, y'all need to sit somewhere. She has been around forever, since 2008. She is known by everyone in K-pop and has long passed the point where she is just a trend. She is an icon now. And anyone who can remain relevant for over 10 years is probably an icon, given how competitive K-pop is. I think she is definitely crowned one of the most generous K-pop idols. She didn't come from much. She had a very humble beginning, and she doesn't ever forget that. She treats everyone so kindly, and she always gives back to her community or people who need help. She is reported to have given upwards of $700,000 away. I don't know if this is Korean money or US money. I assume the US, because 700,000 Korean won is like 600 US dollars, and that wouldn't be enough. It was said that she donated this money to several organizations, and quick note, it was for her anniversary, like her debut anniversary, September 18th. And so she could have done numerous things that would have been exciting, releasing merch, releasing just like one-off song, or doing a live stream, and these would have been things that we would be so happy for. But instead she donated. Honestly, thank you. Thank you for being kind and giving back. I think the 700,000 was a mix of some cash and some goods like products. Several news sites reported that she donated 1,000 pairs of New Balance shoes, 2,000 boxes of pizza for the hungry children at local shelters, and also supplied coats and stuff for the kids since winter is coming. This is so kind, and I can't express how amazing this is. Please, if you have the chance, go and stream IU's song and go and buy her album. I think she also knew that she would probably get a lot of sales during her anniversary, so she could definitely afford to take that money and donate it. Homelessness is something I am so passionate about, and I never like to talk about this, but I always try to help out at the soup kitchen when I can at local churches. I try. Obviously, I couldn't do it during COVID, but I want to try again this year. But we will see how this situation is and if I can make time. And I want to make time. What IU has done is more than enough, and sometimes money isn't good enough. You have to give goods. Giving $1 million to a local shelter, they may not know what to do with it. They may use that money in ways that aren't as helpful. And giving food, shoes, and a coat for the winter is the best gift IU could have given. Like, these children won't be cold for the winter. No, why am I crying? No. IU has talked about how passionate she is about these organizations, and I don't think it matters specifically which organization she supports. Just go and support your local shelter. She is likely supporting a Korean shelter in her area, and it's probably more important the shelter in your local area and help the local community you live in. So please go and do that if you have the means to do that. And I say means because not everyone has the means, and you should not feel ashamed that you can't help. You are paying taxes, and even sales tax if you're not a legal citizen, or going to your local business to buy groceries. This is all stuff that helps, or it's supposed to help. I don't know what the government does with that money. I definitely wanted to highlight and talk about how amazing IU is, and that we all need to support amazing artists like that and not let them flop, because these are the artists that are here to make a difference in the world and really give back. The people that are deserving to be famous and rich. Eat the rich, but let's skip some of these K-pop idols. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. We also have a great time interacting and having fun over there, so if you're interested and want to be a part of any of that, link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that kind of goes over how you can support this channel even more if you'd like to do that. That video is on the front page and you can check it out. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.